That's me. Alex. That's
That's
him.
me.
Noah. That's you.
Yeah.
We drag Brody and Evan in on this. Two big skeptics.
Okay.
Our first cryptid hunt, Spawn Camp Cryptid Hunt.
Sponsored by Screambox.
Sponsored by Screambox. So we're gonna need at least Pringles and whatever else.
if you could pay for one egg McMuffin, that's enough.
We will
That's all we need.
We'll split it up. We'll divvy it up. We'll ration it, but we will share. The right thing to do.
Yeah.
And my son does say sharing is crummy now.
After he ate your shit.
That's because he's been exposed to anti-socialist propaganda, and he
It's not a good time.
He says sharing is done, dude. That's over.
Oh my god, we're done with sharing.
Sharing's done. That time is past.
We should go on a cryptid hunt. I think that would be sweet. And if it was sponsored by Screambox, that would make me happy. Screambox,
what
Final
else
Boss,
is
Doc
sponsored
Longy.
by Screambox?
This show. Oh my god, welcome to the show, everybody. We are your hosts, Nick, Alex, and Noah. And this is our first foyer into actual series. This first series we're doing with Screambox, we are dubbing It Came From Screambox, where we are basically going to be watching movies from Screambox. Thank you again for sponsoring the Screambox, and reviewing them. And we're going to be honest about the movies. I say we be honest. It's better that we're honest. That way we can have a good time.
Oh, I'll be honest.
It's a good fucking time. Again, Screambox, $38 a year, and you get this service. It's crazy. Scream at our movies, not our prices. That's the Screambox motto. This show is also sponsored by Final Boss and Doc Longy. Go check them out. Both have drops coming very soon. Shit, dude. They may have leftovers very soon. Keep your eyes on the Doc Longy and Final Boss pages. Instagram, Twitter, you name it, it's there. Check it out. And join the Spawn Camp Discord. Come have a good time. Fun. It's fucking fun.
Or else. It's fun or else.
We're fun. We are fun people. Anyways.
And if you say otherwise, you're banned.
You're banned. That's it. I'm kicking you. I don't care. I don't need your nonsense. Yes, Alex.
I was just saying, yeah.
He just had a cough.
That's it. You just say you gotta hype you gotta hype up the goddamn Discord.
I got
sneeze. That's great. That's good. Good for audio.
Sorry. I'm so sorry. I can't control it.
Alex has basically been in a box the past fucking 2 days. Stuck on like a 5-year-old laptop of mine. He had to mute himself again because he had to sneeze.
It's the terpenes.
You know, it's okay. It's okay. So anyways, yes, this series is called It Came From Screambox. What we're going to do is, like I said, we're going to watch a movie. We're going to record the next day or the day of the movie. Depends. We already have our next movie planned out, and I think that movie's going to be crazy.
It could be a trip for sure.
I'm fucking pumped, but I am incredibly excited to talk about this one. The first movie on our Screambox review series is Frogman. Frogman came out.
Praise the Frogman.
Ribbit it.
Ribbit it.
Dude, Frogman came out October 13th, 2023, directed by Anthony Cousins. Stars Chelsea Grant as Amy, Benny Barrett as Scotty, Nathan Timushuk as Dallas, and also features Allie Daniels as the Egg Girl.
The Egg Girl, that's her credit?
That is the credit.
For one part?
God.
That is the credit. That is her one part.
That's Damn, I can't believe she got a credit, but the old man did not get a credit.
You know what, man?
Cool part.
It's Hollywood, dude. It's Hollywood. But
they said you got in that egg, so dude, you get a credit.
Hollywood, brother.
This is
Texas.
Oh my god. So Frogman was a very cool found footage type film that we watched recently. It was bordering a bit on like it was found footage at first, and then it wasn't for a minute because I had like that little like weird like YouTube guy talking shit about like the kid at that time who got the Frogman on footage. And I was like,
yeah,
oh, okay.
It does a very weird cut.
Yeah.
To that, to like an in-world YouTube video based on the found footage that you're currently watching.
which I liked that. I was like, okay, that's really neat that they're like kind of stepping out of that box really quick just to put you back into that box, you know? Um,
Yeah.
it was cool. I liked the journey of the movie. It's paced really well. I think the time
Mhm.
of how long this movie is perfect for this movie. It didn't need to be longer, didn't need to be shorter. It was right on the money in my opinion. Um, man, it's just a fun film. I like found footage films, and this really scratched my back for this one. No pun intended with the frog ribitus stuff we got going on here. Um, practical effects galore. When you see the frogman, it's truly wonderful. Yeah, let's just hop in. Noah, we'll start with you. Alex, you'll be next. What did you think about this film? I know you have a plethora of notes. I got my notes right here about things
Yeah, I
you really
mean,
Oh,
loved.
I really liked it. I'm a sucker for um these kind of found footage movies. It's also like it's found footage and it's a creature feature. Um that's a match made in heaven.
Oh yeah,
Um I know like a lot of people like dog on the found footage thing because it's like campy and bad, but I'm like that's the whole thing. That's the whole idea. This was very much they were really leaning in to the found footage aspects of it where they had the old footage when they were kids and then later it goes on and he explains the thing. They did the thing that every found footage movie must do, which is to explain why things are being recorded.
yes,
So it had my favorite line ever, which is I'm recording everything now. Or like I'm filming everything.
yes.
That is hands down. That's how you know you're in for a classic found footage experience. But like you said, the Frogman effect is a suit, and that's really cool to see because it looks when people see it, they don't. People said like I'm surprised that was a suit. Like I thought it was CG.
Well,
There
the
is
budget,
CG, but it like I love that it's a suit. Like that just
yeah,
it really shows like the care because they could have done it in CG if they wanted.
it would have killed the
easily.
film for me.
Yeah,
That
it
would
would
have
have been
crushed me.
like it would have been jarring, but yeah, I do. I have some information about the Frogman that we can talk about after we talk about the movie.
All right, Alex, let's hear your initial thoughts on Frogman. Then we'll go deeper. Deep.
He, he's a dude,
He's
sort
our
of.
dude.
Eh, we thought he was until towards the end. Uh, Great film. Uh, like the Noah said, it scratches the itches. There's a few parts where you're like, you can tell that this is. You think about Blair Witch every
Yep.
like you can't help but think
Oh
about
yeah,
Blair Witch,
absolutely.
like straight to the point to where there's just like the chick just how long has this been out? 2023. You said we can
Yeah.
spoil it. Can we
Yeah,
spoil?
yeah,
Yeah.
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 We'll talk about it.
Okay. You just think about Blair Witch standing in the woods screaming someone's name.
Yep.
Uh,
Yeah,
which is not a bad thing because if it wasn't for Blair Witch, we wouldn't have these types of films.
it's true.
Um, should definitely give it a watch. Everyone, if you're into this type of corny stuff,
Yeah, it's that
love it.
like we want to be honest, so like we're not gonna dance around it. This is like this movie was made for no money. Like and
Yes.
all the money they
No,
had, they put it into the suit. And
a passion
it's like
project.
campy and it's like kind of bad, but that's like the charm of it and all
Yes,
found footage movies, in my opinion.
So
that is 100% a passion project
Yeah,
for them.
I loved that bit of charm for this movie, and that's why I love found footage films because it's strictly a lot of it's theater of mind sometimes. So a
mhm,
lot of it, like you are seeing things happen, but a lot of it really is like the actors are playing on your emotions. Because sometimes you don't see shit, and what you don't see will scare you more. Sometimes you're hearing shit. You're seeing shit from a perspective of a camera while someone off screen is screaming. You're again when the camera jars to the right and there's a woman just Blair witching in the corner, which I yelled, "She's Blair witching." Um,
yeah,
it is one of those moments where you're like, "Oh, cool." So we're also going to play some homages, right? So we're going to do a bit of an homage here to Blair Witch. We're also going to throw in the cryptid
And
element, which I love cryptids. We're big cryptid guys. All three of us love cryptids. So like to have that cryptid have its own movie really special because I think Frogman is cool, man. Plus the wand. I mean, there were some South Park jokes he made about Lemmy Winks and all that shit. But like,
yeah, yep.
besides that, like, yes, this movie was made on a shoestring budget, and that is why it's so good in my opinion because of the budget they had for this film, they
Do you
still
know the
made.
budget?
I can look it up. Yeah,
It's
when
better.
I
It's certainly better than some found
Oh,
footage movies I've watched that have like a pretty sizable budget.
100%.
And I think a lot of that, like, they are able to get away with a lot more because they do have this like VHS filter on it the whole time.
Which
Um,
sells
from
it.
the old
It's
camera that the
so
main
good.
guy is using.
so it is not publicly available how much this film cost, but the first short film, Finding Frogman, was $1,000.
What are we doing?
Really?
So for $1,000, they made Finding Frogman. This budget is not public knowledge at the moment. Um, but I mean, regardless, this was great. It was
Yeah.
fun. You could tell that everybody on set and just they were doing their part, and they were having a good time doing it. The actors were all having a blast. The townsfolk were awesome. You
Dude, they
know,
were great extras.
great extras. And then the further into this film you get, the more, yes, it's a cryptid film, but now it's an occult film, and it's like, okay, that immediate just snap your finger and this is where you're at moment. You're like, holy fuck, this what isn't this film going to do? And to then snap again at the end of the film, and it's like this beautiful camera work, like crisp, crystal clear camera work. From the director of this film's perspective, the director being the fictional character Dallas, from his perspective of what's going on now. It was great. It was a good ride. I love this film. This is definitely a movie I would like to buy merch for. What is it? MILF Man, I Love Frogs. Like
Yep, the
I
T-shirt in the
love
gift shop.
love it, dude. The little gift shop scene was fun. The gore effects were cool. The wart effects were really good. And
It
then
got
Yep.
vile really quick.
yes, the
It
tongue.
that it really took a turn.
Yeah.
It was that tongue, dude.
The Ralph, the throw up when I was like,
Yes.
that's a good throw up. That was a good throw up.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just a great film. It was fun. It was to the point. It knew what it wanted to do. The journey to Loveland was cool. Like there was just bickering and like they you were getting a bit of a subplot, but it wasn't leaning too hard into that subplot. It was like a lot of implication where like, yeah, that does exist, but also we're going for the
They
that was
had
cool.
Character
the
development.
another found footage movie trope where the camera has to like, because usually in these found footage movies the camera's always moving and it's always like a shaky thing.
Yeah.
This is the part where the camera sits somewhere and the characters have to do some big acting,
Yes.
and they'll finally like talk about stuff, and it's like it's always a part you can always like see it from a mile away in a found footage movie where they're like, put the camera down and we're gonna like do some story here for a little bit.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. And I loved it. I loved it for that. It's a charming film. Go watch
Yeah, really
Frogman
good.
on Screambox. This is fun. You will have fun watching this with your group of friends. It's not like a haha, this is so bad fun. This is like, oh wow, this like movie on a budget that these people made because they wanted to make it came out, and I had a good time watching it. It's great
It was
horror.
actually
Yeah,
fun.
yeah, dude. I mean,
Straight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I had a great time.
there was people in the Discord yesterday watching it. And I didn't think they were gonna give two fucks. They're like, this is sweet. I'm
Yeah.
like, yeah,
They got sucked in immediately.
yeah, dude. Frogman goddamn rules, dude.
Yeah,
Um,
we were all like hooping and hollering at it.
oh man, so fucking good.
So good, dude. Love it.
So let's if yes, Alex. I saw
They
you point
showed
your
us
finger.
Frog Lord. They showed us Frog Lord.
Yeah, we learned
Oh
about a
yeah,
new band
we
named
know about
Frog
Frog
Lord.
Lord.
Just
Hell
some
yeah.
sludge doom metal that just rips, dude. Now we're Frog
Do
Lord
yourself a
fans.
favor. Look up Frog Lord
Five
on
6 minute
Spotify.
songs of 4 notes.
Incredible,
Dude, it's so good. I fucking Frog Lord rules, dude. I'm seriously going to buy a Frog Lord. I will
dude.
buy a
That'd be
vinyl.
sick.
Um, all right. The sound work in this film as well, like the frog noises, the chanting, like the
Yep.
squelching, the tongue effect noise, like that was all done really well. The music was done really well. So that also played a major contributor to this found footage film because a lot of the time with found footage films, what'll happen, they are always outside usually, and you're getting a lot of wind, a lot of leaf crunching, a lot of bullshit. In this film, luckily we didn't get that. It was a lot of leaf crunching, but a lot of good dialogue and a lot of just like good ambient sounds. There's always, if you listen, there's always frogs ribbiting
Yes.
throughout the
Oh yeah.
entire film. And I was like, man, they thought of it all, dude. So A+ on that as well. Is there anything else you guys want to really talk about Frogman before we get into some of our favorite moments and some of Noah's Frogman facts?
Yes, I got a bit of Frogman lore, but I don't know. I mean, I don't want to say too much about the story. I mean,
Yeah,
like we said, there's a turn, and from there, I think there's a lot of really cool ideas that I think I would have liked to seen explored a little bit more.
yeah.
But I would say it's just really good all around. Like really, you can tell that the people who worked on it were passionate about it.
You could tell they're
Mhm.
having fun with it.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So, Alex,
No, like you said, like they were having fun with it, and like when you have fun with it, it just makes everyone has fun with it, and it just makes everything so much better,
yes, absolutely. So
more enjoyable all around for everyone.
from your
Sorry.
small town, you were good, buddy. Don't ever be sorry for interrupting me. I talk way too much on the show, even though it is a show that I try to host. I lose control of the show quite often with bro. But
You're doing a great job with
you
it.
know what, buddy? We're all doing a goddamn great
I
job.
think so.
Hey,
um, from the fucking frog noises constantly to learning about Frog Lord, the small cool town that we are now probably going to try to make a trip out of. I guarantee we're going to try to go. Um, the practical effects. If you do, if you use practical effects, I'm already invested in your film. Plus, little frogman baby guy as a puppet. Loved that.
Oh yeah.
Loved that in the beginning of the film. Look out for that. Um, Scripted films are another film, like another thing to explore when it's explored correctly, like this was. I'm sucked in. Um, I can't say this enough. Go see Frogman. It's on Screambox. Check it out there, and just watch it with a group of friends. Have a couple drinks, smoke a hog's leg if you do that. Just chill it out, dude. It's a great time. For
Or a
me,
frog's leg hole.
I give
oh,
put up. I give Frogman 5 out of 5 ribbits on the ribbit scale.
Okay.
Yeah, buddy.
Um, well, here, Alex, you give it yours, and then I'll do mine.
fuck. If it's four and a half,
Okay, good.
4.5 ribs.
4.5 ribs.
I'm, I would give
It's
it.
it's solid.
I'm gonna go ahead and give it 5. I'm filming everything's out of 5
Let's go, dude.
because
There you
they
go.
checked all of the found footage boxes that I needed, and this is like if somebody asked me for like a found footage recommendation, I would say Blair Witch and then Frogman.
And that's why it gets such a high rating for me, because of just it checked every box. It subverts your expectations as well. It sounds and looks great, and it's just fun. And it gets scary.
Yeah.
Like, it's not scary. I should preface that. It's not scary. And when it ramps up and gets there, it gets there. It's fucking awesome. So yeah, that's why it's getting these scores. It is a BC movie. That's fine. That's
Oh
fucking
yeah.
fine.
It,
But
I will
it's good.
say, if you do want it to like be more scary, watch it by yourself,
Yes, absolutely.
and don't make Lemmy Wink jokes every 10
Yeah.
minutes.
You literally want to do a mystery science theater style show.
I know, I do. Yes.
Yes.
But like if yeah.
He's just
Alex,
saying if you want to watch it seriously
for a first
and with a
watch.
group is
For a
not the
first
best way.
watch.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
I
For
think
a first
it's
watch,
super fun.
definitely. It is fun. I told Tracy that
Damn it.
we're gonna have to watch it.
I have to edit that out and post me dropping a fucking stick of deodorant.
I
I don't know why it's there.
don't know. Looks
Stinky.
like you got something there behind you.
That's a box of Gundam and Warhammer. Anyways,
Oh yeah.
anyways. Noah, can we please get some Frogman facts before we close out this episode for our
All right.
first review?
All right. So here's what I got. I went on the Cryptidpedia and I found some information about Frogman sightings. So the first known sighting of Frogman is in 1955 a businessman named Robert Honeycutt, who saw three large bipedal reptilians crossing the road. He watched them for about 3 minutes after he pulled his car over, and he reported that they were 3 to 4 feet tall and that they had distinctly large frog like heads.
That's so
Obviously, the frogman. And so he watched them for a while, then he went back to his car, got back on the road. And at that point, he says that he saw one of the creatures holding what he could only describe as a wand, and that there were sparks coming from the wand.
Frogman, dude.
So that's the first sighting. That's where we get Frogman. So then in 1972, there was a police officer driving towards Loveland when he noticed something on the side of the road, which at first he thought it was a dog or an injured animal. But then the animal got up and darted in front of his car, scrambling over a guard railing and into the Ohio River. The officer described the creature as being 3 to 4 feet tall with leathery skin. Another officer visited the site the following day, but he didn't see any evidence other than distinct scratch marks on the railing near the river.
Mm.
So
That's a
then,
little strange.
yeah, so then 2 weeks after that sighting, Mark Matthews, who is another officer from the same police department, spotted Frogman while driving towards Loveland when again he saw what he thought was an injured animal on the side of the road, pulled over to investigate it, and then the animal lurched at him, at which point he took out his revolver and fired at it.
Good.
Did he kill the frogman or the
No, the frogman got away, but Matthew's description matched all of the previous ones, except he said that it had a tail. Um, in then in 2001, in an email interview, he recounted the sighting and he said that the incident was blown way out of proportion to what it actually was. He said the animal did not stand up on 2 feet, um, and that he thought it was some animal escaped from somebody's home aquarium. But he did try to shoot
what?
it to
What
back up
kind
the
of
sighting from 2 weeks prior. So he
kind
was
of
he was
home
like, I'm gonna
aquarium?
find it. Yeah,
My
exactly.
hair is
It
going
was this
crazy.
thing like if you let a turtle out to New York City, it'll turn into like a
This is
giant turtle or something.
Florida man.
Yeah, for real.
Shoots
Um,
at somebody. I thought it was someone's animal, so I shot it.
yeah, right. He thought it was somebody's escaped pet, so he's like, "Why not just shoot at it?"
Fuck it. I don't
But
care.
I think
Normal
he
cops.
thought he
Normal
was
cop
like,
stuff.
Yeah.
I think he was like, "Oh, this is definitely Frogman, so I'm gonna kill it. That'll be the guy who killed Frogman."
Oh,
I know there's
boo
probably
that
about
guy.
one point.
So there's another sighting. This is the last known sighting of Frogman
Okay.
by someone named Sam Jacobs and his girlfriend. They were in Cincinnati playing Pokemon Go when they said that they saw the same 3 to 4 foot tall reptilian humanoid. But Cincinnati is like an hour and 10 minutes away from Loveland. So there's a lot of criticism like he would never go that far from Loveland.
Well, what?
But
Why would he?
Yeah, like why would he travel? There is when I looked
what
on
if
the
it was
map,
like
there is
one of
like
the
a river
kids?
that flows between the two
That's what I was
cities,
gonna
but
ask. Is the river? Does it reach that far?
yeah, I believe it. I believe it does. But
Alex is our
the
local
the
Ohio
main
boy.
thing,
Ohio River's big.
yeah, the main thing is like people just don't think he would have gone that far.
But
So,
also, like, what if it had babies? Because the first sighting, there was three of them.
yeah.
I mean,
And
Rogue
because
frogman.
so
frogs laid lots of. You seen it?
so
A lot
the
of eggs.
wand thing has been something that people have looked at because frogs don't and have never been known to use tools,
Yeah.
but there are frog species that collect objects to create structures. So they could have seen a frog holding a stick that he was taking back to build like his nest or something.
How big is this fucking frog? Where they're like, why is this frog just fucking got like a sack of like, what the fuck is?
I don't know, but they do it like in the same way that like a penguin collects rocks to build a nest, or that a bird collects sticks.
Like
Um,
one at a time.
yeah, one at a time. So like, you can imagine like
This thing is just
maybe this guy
irritated.
just saw a frog walking around with a stick in its hand,
Like
and it was just like, oh, that's a frog man.
that's yeah, but it still would have had been pretty
What?
big.
Walking on its hind legs?
Yeah, and that's impossible. Frogs can't do that. but they can't move. However, again, it is known
Fuck.
that frogs might take a resting position where only their back feet are on the ground. So they might sit like this.
I've seen Instagram videos of this.
Yeah.
So this little
It's
frog.
only
So
frogs.
so they could do all the things that they're saying, but not at the same time.
Got
So they could
it.
carry a stick, but they couldn't carry a stick and walk on two legs, but they can sit on two
But the
legs.
stick would have had, if it's a wand. They said it was sparking.
Yeah, well, it was 1955. I'm sure he did say that.
Dicks, dude. Oh man.
Pretty crazy.
Do you have any
Pretty
more?
crazy
Do
stuff.
you have any more frogman
Dude.
facts? Yes,
No, I do
Alex.
not.
Alex, what were you gonna say?
I was saying joke, bad joke.
What joke?
Dude probably went home and beat his wife because he got mad at seeing Frogman.
Oh my
Well,
God.
It is the 50s.
It's the 50s.
Hey,
Thank you,
Thank
Screambox.
you, Screambox.
We appreciate you.
Oh yeah. Thank you.
This
Frogman was awesome.
Nah,
Go watch it.
I'm sure Robert Honeycutt was a nice guy.
maybe, hopefully. All right, guys. Episode 1 of It Came from Screambox, presented to you by WASD and Beyond, and sponsored by Screambox.
Hell yeah.
This rules. This is gonna be weekly, bi-weekly. You guys will get episodes of this regularly. Like we have a lot of movies to dive into. We have a lot of time. Be
So
sure
much to watch.
Oh, we love watching do movies together. This is
I'm all
usually the
about
group.
it.
So be sure to go to the Screenbox site, and if you're not subscribed yet, use code SB38 to subscribe to Screenbox for a year for $38. You get all the horror you want. From home invasion
That's a lot
films.
of movie.
It's a
That's
lot.
a lot of movie.
It's a lot. From home invasion to cryptids to found footage to slasher flicks to just any type of horror you want. It is there waiting for you to watch it, waiting for you to be terrified. Again, Screambox, scream at our movies, not our prices. This show is also sponsored by Final Boss and Doc Longy. Check them out. Got some new drops coming soon. Check out the Spawn Camp Discord. And Noah and Alex are going to like this.
Yeah.
Be sure to get ready to see The Toxic Avenger in theaters
Oh hell yeah, dude.
August 29th, 2025. Thank you, Cineverse and Toxic Avenger team, for having us help with this. So get ready for Toxic Avenger, everybody. Check out Screenbox, check out Final Boss, check out Doc Longy. And until next week, take it easy.
Deuces.
Frogman is out there.
Yes, he is.